What's going on, people? We back with another one, man. We back with another one. Errol, Spence, Terrence Crawford. Hey, it's cracking, man. It's cracking. Look, man, we got about what? It's Wednesday. We got 2 days, man. 2 days until fight day, man. Listen, I just seen the grand arrivals yesterday. I just seen the little media workout for the undercard. Errol showed up, Bud showed up. Listen, man. Errol in shape. He in shape. He in super shape, bro. He about to stop Bud. I'm telling you. He about to stop this dude, man. He about to stop him. At first, I'm like, man, you got two high-level fighters, two A-level fighters. You know what I mean? And I know how that go. Like, usually when you get two A-level fighters, both of them know how to, you know what I mean, know how to make it out that ring. I don't think Bud gonna be able to make it out this ring against Errol Spence. I don't, man. This nutritionalist, it brought Errol back to Lamont Peterson Errol, Kell Brook Errol, Chris Algieri Errol. He back on that, like. And now it's even more dangerous because look, now he back to that, being in shape like that. Back then he didn't have a nutritionalist, but he was younger. He was younger and he can make the weight more comfortably because he didn't outgrow the weight class yet. So he was still at optimal level. He was still in the best conditioning. Now he done outgrew the weight class. This nutritionalist gave this man a whole, it basically revived him. It revived his whole 147 career since he started this, with this Ugas fight. You seen what kind of shape he was in that Ugas fight. But the difference between the Algieri Errol, the Kell Brook Errol, and the Lamont Peterson Errol, he got the experience. He got the experience, man. I'm telling you. And another thing is, Errol used to fighting at 70%. He used to performing being dehydrated. You know what I mean? In the Mikey Garcia fight, the Sean Porter fight, the Danny Garcia fight. Look at Errol Spence weigh-ins in them fights, and then go back and look at the weigh-in for the early in his career. For the best weigh-in that I ever seen Errol was against Carlos Ocampo. That was right after the Lamont Peterson fight. He fought Carlos Ocampo. That's the best shape I ever seen Errol on the scale. And then he came back and looked just as good in the Ugas fight. I think that Ocampo fight was in, like, I want to say 2017. And then you go all the way back to 2022. So that was 5 years in between Errol being used to fighting dehydrated. And he's still performing. Now he's back to, I'm not going to say he had 100% because he's still big for the weight class. But if he was performing at 70%, he performing at least 90% right now with this nutritionalist, in my opinion. Man, listen, Errol about to stop this dude, man. And to be honest with you, even when he go to 54, I believe he's still gonna keep this nutritionalist, and he gonna, you know, just have him a part of his team for the rest of his career. I don't see nobody beating this dude, man, because as long as he want to fight, as long as Errol Spence can be in shape, his fundamentals will carry him as long as he want to fight. Because it don't matter how young and fresh all them other dudes is, his fundamentals will carry him. His fundamentals is gonna carry him to victory over a lot of people, man. When you got perfect fundamentals like that, I'm not gonna say perfect, but when you're damn near perfect, it's gonna carry him as long as he wanna fight. I say at least until I would say 40. Until he about 40 years old, that's when he probably starts slowing down before that. maybe around like 38, 37, 38, he'll start slowing down. But that's when you're going to see the difference in how much his fundamentals is really carrying him through. Right now, he can still perform being athletic with them fundamentals. When he slow down a little bit, he's not going to have the athleticism, so he's going to have to rely way more on his fundamentals than, you know, right now at this point in his career. But man, I don't see Errol Spence. I don't see nobody beating him. If Terrence Crawford can't beat him on Saturday, man, I don't see nobody beating him. I don't see Boots. Before Errol Spence's career is over, man, I don't see. It depends on how long Boots want to reign at 47. Because I can see Boots possibly beating him. But to be honest, I don't even see Errol fighting past maybe 37. You know what I mean? So I don't know if him and Boots is really going to line up that quick. Because Boots, he ain't even got a title yet at 147. So, and Boots is still young. So I see Boots at least becoming unified at 147, and ain't no telling how long that's gonna take. That's probably gonna take at least a couple years before he become unified, and by that time Errol gonna be working on some whole other shit. He probably done already moved out of 54. You know what I mean? I see Errol jumping into 154, and like he said, strap season. So I see him jumping up and fighting for a title. He gonna be undisputed. He can hop in whenever, whatever sanctioned body he want to that's gonna give him a direct shot at any of them titles. Fight for a title, maybe defend it, maybe unify. I don't know, cause I mean at that point he gonna be the money man. So whoever got them belts, hey, they gonna want that Errol payday. So I don't think nobody gonna run from him, and I feel like at this point, after Bud, he gonna be able to fight whoever he want to. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot of politics and all that in his way, as far as from him, you know, stopping him from getting titles. So whatever path he wanna go on, I feel like he gonna go, and like he been saying, man, it's big fights, money fights, and all that. So I don't see him and Boots really crossing paths before he retire. I mean, it's possible, but I just see Errol just, you know what I mean, just hopping in, just dipping in 154 for a couple years, and by that time Boots is just now gonna be really on his way to 54, if he even on his way yet. You know what I mean? I feel like Errol probably gonna be at 160 by the time he, or even 168, or fight Canelo at a catchweight by that time. So I don't see Boots being in his way, man. So if Bud can't beat him, I don't see nobody beating him, man. I really don't. I don't see nobody beating him. It's gonna take somebody that's with Errol, with this nutritionalist. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna take somebody with Floyd Mayweather's defense to beat Errol Spence, man, because if you cannot hurt this dude, you're not beating him. You're not beating him if you can't hurt him. And I don't see none of them dudes at 154 that's going to be able to hurt him, that's even going to be able to keep Errol up off of him. You know what I mean? Errol going to just drown all them dudes at 54 that's there right now. Tim Tszyu, I like Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is a solid fighter. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that's probably going to be his first fight at 54. I think he'll jump up, fight Tim Tszyu for a title, since Tim Tszyu couldn't get the Charlo fight. I think he's gonna fight Errol Spence. He gonna beat him. And then another thing too, what I'm excited about with Errol Spence moving up into these bigger weight classes, all that shit that everybody be talking about, he can't box and he can't this and he can't that. Listen, Errol Spence is about to start boxing. You about to see, because he's not going to have the size advantage. At 154, he know he can bully these dudes. He know he can bully everybody at the weight class. So his easiest path to victory, getting on the inside and dominating these dudes at 147, because they can't fuck with him in the inside, because he's more imposing. He bigger, he's solid, and his inside game is already crazy at that. They can't even fuck with him in the inside just from a strategic standpoint. You know what I mean? But when Errol Spence get in the inside and he really ain't got that size advantage on some of them dudes, and when he move up to 60, you gonna see Errol Spence real boxing skills, because he's gonna have to use his athleticism and his feet, because he's gonna have the speed advantage at that point. So you're gonna see these boxing skills that everybody think that Errol Spence don't got, or he's not an expert boxer, all this kind of shit. Watch when Errol Spence get up into these weight classes. Watch if he get this Canelo fight. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see counter punching. You're gonna see Errol Spence fighting on the back foot, fighting going backwards. You're gonna start seeing all that. Errol Spence really about to go in his bag. And I'm hoping in this Bud fight, we get to see a little bit of that. But I just think, just looking at how solid Errol is right now, and looking at how small Terrence Crawford is in this weigh-in, I mean, you know, since he been doing these grand arrivals, and, you know, he was just at the workout, this dude is small, bro. He's small. Errol about to walk through this dude, man. I just, listen, I think Errol about to destroy Terrence Crawford, man. And I really been going back and forth in my mind on if I really think he gonna stop him. I'm betting money on the stoppage anyway, just because it's a good bet. Plus 550, I told y'all earlier. Plus 550, I'm riding with that, man. I don't care. That's a good bet to me. If I lose my money, it is what it is. But I've been going back and forth if I think it's really gonna happen or not. Hey, I'm convinced, man, at this point. I think 10th round, I think he's gonna get him out of there. I'm gonna come with a official prediction tomorrow. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna break everything down, man. I'm gonna break down how I see Terrence Crawford possibly winning, how I think Errol Spence is gonna win, and, you know, just the keys to victory for both fighters. I'm gonna just dive deep into this fight, man, and just give y'all an official breakdown how I see it happening, and just seeing and just giving y'all layers of this fight, man. So tap in with me. I'm gonna be back. We counting it down, man. We 3 days away, 2 days away, 2 days away. We here, man. We here. This the one, man. I know everybody excited. Y'all see the smile on my face, man. I just want to go to sleep and wake up and it be fight day, man. We here, bro. But hey, tap in, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that, man. I'm gone.